Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brennan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at 7 of the best Gusto alternatives and competitors. So maybe you're very familiar with Gusto, which is an online payroll provider as well as an HR service provider. Maybe you're just looking for an alternative company. Maybe you're not satisfied with currently using Gusto, or maybe you just want to see what else is on the market. Well, that's what we're going to be breaking down here in today's video. And of course, if you do want to check out any of the companies mentioned here in today's video, you can go and check out those links linked down below at the top of the video description. Again, if you want to check out any of the companies that we mentioned here in today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the list of, again, the best Gusto alternatives. So taking a look, and these are not really in any particular order because, again, really does depend on what your specific business needs are as to which might be the best situation for what you may need. Of course, so taking a look at the number one spot, we have Paychex. Now, Paychex is one of the other most popular payroll service providers, and they also offer, in addition to payroll, you can also manage your HR and benefits packages through Paychex as well. So you can hire, pay, manage, and as you can see here, retain employees with confidence. So you can request pricing to see specific pricing, and that's something you're going to see common along a lot of these different companies here in today's videos. The pricing is fairly specific to your business. Now, a lot of them do sort of have like bare minimum subscription costs, but again, it really does depend on how many employees you have, what your specific needs are. Again, maybe if you're just doing payroll, if that's maybe all that you were using Gusto for is just running payroll, but if you're going to be running, HR services as well as benefits, it might be a little bit more expensive, and you really need to sort of set up a custom package to get all the specifics a lot of times, especially depending on the size and scale of your business. If you're a small business, mid-size, or if you're larger and scaling up, again, pricing is sort of a flexible area where it might be different depending on your situation. So I just wanted to clear that up. Again, it's always an easy pricing disclaimer, but Paychex overall is an all-in-one solution. So as you can see here, taking a look at their Paychex Flex program, you get their payroll and HR services. You can set up retirement services. You can set up, overall analytics, taking a look at your company demographics, things like that, seeing, your overall cash required to run payroll. Overall, I think Paychex does just have a very nice and simple dashboard available. So again, it is another good, popular Gusto alternative if you are just looking for something different than Gusto. Again, they do also offer, a variety of different services. Again, beyond just payroll, you also have human resources, time and attendance, 401k and retirement, and health and benefits. Now, again, depending on the business size, so they do help and service a variety of different types of people, whether you are self-employed, you have 1 to 19, 20 to 49, or 50 to 1,000 plus employees. So, you can enter in and get specific information as to your business. So I would recommend, checking them out, and you can request specific pricing, again, for Paychex. Again, links are down in the video description to all the companies mentioned here in today's video. Of course, some of which are affiliate links, which is a great way to help out and support the channel. Moving in to the number 2 spot, we have OnPay. Now, OnPay is another popular Gusto alternative that you can use for managing both payroll and HR services. So similar to Paychex, OnPay does also offer a full suite of payroll, HR, and benefits packages. So that's something you'll find common across a lot of these different softwares that are at least focused on payroll and HR. So they do also offer benefits because a lot of people honestly want to just do all of that in the one software, run the payroll, get people signed up with benefits, whether it be medical benefits or health benefits, and as well as retirement benefits, things like that, and just have it all in one system. Makes it a lot easier for reports and filings and things like that. So I get that a lot of people do want that in one package. Now, OnPay, as you can see here, you can run your payroll. You can also do HR and benefits as well. So you don't have to bounce around from other different software. Again, like I said, sort of another all-in-one solution. So they work with a variety of different types of industries, depending on, what your business looks like. In terms of their pricing, they do actually have their pricing here as their base fee and monthly fee. Now, again, this pricing is always subject to change. As you can see with Paychex, in terms of their pricing, they want you to request it based on your specific business. OnPay, they do actually give you like an upfront cost. You can slide that scale there depending on, how many people and to see, how much it costs. So the thing I do like about OnPay is they are very upfront in their pricing, which is something that, again, a lot of you guys watching this channel do like to see the upfront pricing as to what, kind of baseline can you expect before having to contact them, get on their sales team, and see all their sales pitches and all that type of thing. So again, upfront pricing is nice. That is definitely a point for OnPay in that respect. But again, it is always subject to change. So make sure that you check out the pricing pages to get the most realistic and up-to-date pricing as the time you're watching today's video. Again, this is the time. This is only accurate as the time making today's video. So you can play around with this and see like how much it would cost, compared to maybe some of the other platforms. Again, if you do go out and get quotes from other platforms, you can use that as the price as a point of comparison beyond even just, of course, the actual software benefits in terms of the reports you can run. Because honestly, a lot of the sort of systems and backend, is kind of similar from one company to another. But that's why it is good to just maybe test them out, maybe get a demo from each of them as well to kind of get a feel for, if you like it, you can look on the inside and get more of a bird's eye view from the inside versus just kind of like looking at it from their website, of course, obviously. But OnPay can be another good option, again, if you're looking for an alternative to Gusto for your payroll, HR, and benefits needs. Moving on, next in this list, we have ADP. Now, ADP is hands down one of the other most popular platforms when it comes to running payroll, HR, benefits management. Many companies use ADP. It's for good reason. They've been around the block for a long time. They have a lot of experience from all different types of companies, small, mid-size, large size. They really are very popular. Honestly, probably one of the other probably the number one most popular, aside from Gusto as well, has become quite popular over more recent years. But really, companies that have been established for a while, most of them do use ADP because, again, ADP has just been around the block for a long time. Now, they do have a variety of different services for different sizes of businesses. Of course, if you're 1 to 49 employees, 50 plus employees, they do have a demo that you can try out if you are interested in trying out ADP. So they are, they've been around the block for a while, so they know how to scale things. Everything is very efficient on their back end in their dashboard. One thing that I personally like about ADP, even compared to Gusto as well, is just how easy it is to access prior paychecks, for employees and things like that, how easy it is to access just reports and things, even from years and years and years ago, even old W-2s or things like that. It can just be a lot easier for employees to access information, even from a variety of different employers, if it's all through ADP or just an old ADP portal, for them. So it is just really nice on that aspect because they've been around for a while. They know that, keeping documentation of reports is important for a lot of different people. Again, even just from the business side of things as well, or from the HR department, it's just a lot easier in that respect. That's definitely why ADP can be a really good option, just because they have the historical, experience with making sure that the data is managed and everything is set up properly. With a variety of different service providers as well. One thing you might see common across a lot of the newer service providers is that they maybe only have one integration for, retirement, or they only have one integration for, different benefits packages. Whereas ADP, they have a much broader scope and industry expertise in terms of setting up things with more of a variety of other partners, whether it be for retirement services. You have more options on that side of things, on that side of the spectrum. You have more options for different types of, medical type packages or plans, more partners, more providers that you can choose from, whereas maybe some of the other newer companies, especially like Gusto as well, maybe is a little bit more limited on that side of things. So that's a good point of comparison, if you're looking at ADP versus, or, other service providers, again, beyond Gusto or even like Paychex or OnPay and other platforms. So ADP, another great option. Again, they've been around the block for a long time. Would definitely recommend checking them out. Moving on, next in this list, we have Rippling. Now, Rippling is a bit different from the other platforms, and you'll see that common across some of the other companies we're going to be mentioning later in this list after Rippling as well, is that these ones are a bit different because they do offer more of a variety of services beyond just the HR, payroll, and benefits. That's one thing with Paychex, OnPay, and ADP. They're all super tightly focused on payroll, HR, benefits. Whereas Rippling, in addition to their HR cloud, they do also, of course, you can do your payroll, global payroll, which global payroll is something that is a bit more advanced than just regular US payroll. So, maybe if you do have a global team, it could be worth checking out Rippling. And so you can also manage your global payroll as well. But in addition to that, they do also offer their IT cloud and their finance cloud. So if you do want to do, expense management, corporate cards, things like that, if you are doing bill pay, or if you do need IT cloud, so device management, app management, you can also do that just through the Rippling platform. Again, in addition to their HR cloud. Now, their HR cloud is the most extensive side of things within their business, of course. As you can see here, they have quite a variety of different sub software that is available. So you can manage your benefits, you can do the payroll, you can do HR as well through Rippling, but they do also offer those other services. So that may be something, tipping you in the scale of, hey, maybe you want to try out Rippling because you like their dashboards, you like the ability to manage other expenses and things like that all within one platform, especially when you're managing employees and things like that. If you want to just have more things in one dashboard, you're not having to sign into more softwares, you're not having to pay for other subscriptions, you're not having to pay for linking everything together. You could almost do everything just sort of in that one dashboard if that's what your needs are. So Rippling could be a good option for that, again, if you do have those needs in your business, again, especially from the IT, inventory management, expenses, if you're going to be, managing expenses for employees and things like that, which most people are, then that could be a nice benefit there because you have that one dashboard where everything is connected and paired, and you don't have to stitch as many softwares together. So that's one thing I do really like about Rippling, is that they just have a lot under their one software suite. So again, it's worth checking out Rippling as well if that sounds like something that you might be interested in terms of having just more software under one platform. Again, as you can see here, zero friction, better execution, again, because you're combining the HR, IT, and finance apps under one platform versus having them spread out. Again, if you need those other services, could be something worth checking into. Moving on, next in this list, we have Square. Now, Square, where does Square fit into the play here? So Square is a very popular company that, again, you're probably already familiar with if you're watching this video. But if you are a small business or a small service-based business, and you already are maybe using Square, they do also offer payroll. Now, Square is a credit card processing company. You can set up websites through them. You manage your point of sale systems if you're maybe a restaurant, a coffee shop, or a salon as well. They do also have a appointment booking software. So they do have a wide variety of different types of products and services, as you can see here, that they do offer. Now, in addition to that, if you maybe you're already running your business through Square, you're already processing payments and things like that, you can add Square Payroll on for your payroll needs and HR, things, you're running your payroll, HR and benefits as well. So that's one of the nice things about Square Payroll, is it is just a simple add-on to your Square plan. Now, of course, it is a monthly price, as you can see here. One of the nice things is it is very upfront and easy to understand. As you can see here, their full service payroll is as follows. Again, this is always subject to change when you're watching this video. And then you can also have contractor-only payroll. So you have full-service payroll as well as contractor-only payroll. So having that upfront pricing is nice, of course, just to see, hey, this is what the price is. It is definitely one of the more affordable routes of payroll if you just want to keep things simple. You don't necessarily need all the other more advanced HR tools and advanced systems. If you just want to keep things simple, again, it's already integrated with your point of sale system, so you can pay employees directly from your dashboard. You can import those time cards and tips and process payroll a lot faster, again, because it's all in one dashboard. One thing you'll see common across a lot of these different companies is just trying to make all the small business needs, or even mid-sized and large-scale businesses as well, under one roof. It just having everything in one dashboard just makes your life a lot simpler. Then you're not having to pay for more separate subscriptions. You can kind of lump things together. It's ultimately what a lot of these companies want you to do, and it's for the better of the consumer. It makes things a lot easier just in your life. Again, if at least as long as your needs are still being met. Again, with Square, the nice thing is you do have flexible pricing. You can do your pay runs. There's no commitments and cancel any time. That's one thing that's super important to mention. One thing that's nice about Square is there's no contracts, no long-term contracts. That's something you might want to consider with some of the other platforms, again, depending on what you might be signing or getting into. They do also have taxes, compliance, and expert advice as well, so you can manage your HR, again, making sure you're filing your proper taxes when you're paying employees of your business as well. So it's one of the nice things I do like about Square Payroll is it's a very easy add-on. Again, it makes a ton of sense if maybe you're already using Square in your business. Could make sense to add on their Square Payroll as, again, a great Gusto alternative just because it's already in your platform. Moving on, next in this list, we have QuickBooks. Now, QuickBooks, I do like QuickBooks a lot for accounting services and for managing your finances. But in addition to that, they do also offer, very similarly to Square, they also offer QuickBooks Payroll if you do want to manage your payroll through QuickBooks. Now, this may not make a ton of sense if you're not using QuickBooks already for your accounting, but if you are using QuickBooks for your accounting, could make a lot of sense to just add on the QuickBooks Payroll. I believe they used to have an integration with Gusto, but now they're just like, hey, we cut out the middleman. Let's just do it ourselves. Or at least, some accounting software companies had that integration with Gusto, and they're like, we don't need that anymore. Let's just do it ourselves. So then they're able to get more of the profits. So ultimately, then you don't have to sign up for another external company. So one of the nice things about QuickBooks Payroll is, again, just like Square, it's already integrated in your dashboard. So if you're already using QuickBooks, it might make a ton of sense just to add on the QuickBooks Payroll, again, because you're already used to QuickBooks, you're already using QuickBooks for other things, and it can streamline your overall operations. So you can, get those paydays out, track your time, manage HR and benefits as well. Again, they have all of these different benefits here and features within the app. So it's one of the nice things about QuickBooks is just it's all directly integrated within the platform. Again, maybe if you already have a construction team or service team, maybe you're already tracking, paying out contractors. Maybe you're getting your invoices as well. You can run your payroll for your employees, again, directly through QuickBooks Payroll for your W-2 employees. As you can see here, you can set up W-2 employees. That's the main point of a payroll software is, offering benefits and making sure that they're all set up as a W-2 employee so you can offer the proper, HR support, workers' comp, health benefits, 401k plans. They have their 401k plans are through Guideline as well that sync directly to the QuickBooks Payroll. So that's something else worth considering there. So you can set up all your benefits here through QuickBooks and QuickBooks Payroll. Now, if you're not necessarily using QuickBooks for accounting, maybe you want to look elsewhere, for what might be better for you. But again, it could be just very easy add-on to your QuickBooks subscription if you do want to add on QuickBooks Payroll. It's another good option as, again, another Gusto alternative. Moving in, last but not least, we have JustWorks. Now, JustWorks I have mentioned on other payroll videos here on this channel, and JustWorks is another great option, again, to minimize, as you can see here, minimize those HR headaches and get things just running very smoothly and simply. I really do like their dashboard that they have to offer. It's very easy to understand. You can set up the pay stubs, payroll reports, benefits, PTO requests. As you can see here, just their overall dashboard is very clean, sleek, and easy to understand. That's one of the this is one of the top benefits I do like about JustWorks. Is it's very easy, upfront, simple, not very complicated. It's very easy to understand. From both a business perspective, a business owner perspective, as well as someone who is going in just as an employee, trying to get access to their information. In terms of their pricing and plans, as well with JustWorks, is they are very upfront with that as well, so you can see everything out the gate with their basic or plus, again, depending on what you may need. Now, again, it might be a little bit more expensive, but they do offer a lot in that platform in terms of what they give you per employee, and you might actually end up saving money in the long run with a platform like JustWorks for their full PEO services, versus just paying for straight up payroll. Again, if you want access to the medical, dental, and vision, offering those HSA accounts, which are super important if you do want to maximize those tax savings for both yourself and employees. That could be a huge little perk there that's already set up in that monthly fee. So it might be a little bit deceiving as is, oh, it looks more expensive, but really all those add-ons are going to cost you possibly more money with other companies, and typically it would cost you more money with other companies to actually set up all those benefits that you would get with JustWorks in their monthly fee. So that is one of the nice things I do like about JustWorks. They are a newer company. Definitely hands down one of the other nice options, again, as just a straight up alternative to Gusto. If you want something different, if you're tired of Gusto, or maybe you're looking into things, maybe I want to go with someone else. So guys, that pretty much rounds out this list here in today's video. Again, if you do want to check out any of the companies mentioned here in today's video, there will be links linked down below in the video description. So feel free to check those out. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which is a great way to help out and support the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that was all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.